Tavern's YouTube page. Today we have another edition of On the Spot. This week it's my turn to ask the question, but before we get into that, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below, subscribe to the YouTube page, follow the link to our podcast page, subscribe, rate, and review to that. Follow it to our Pro Wrestling Tees page and our Twitter and our Instagram, where you can find everything Turnbuckle Tavern. Click the bell up in the corner so you guys know when we come back with more videos. So let's get into the question here. On the spot, it's my turn to ask the question.
I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, I have no idea
What's going on. This is maybe kind of an easy one. I don't know. I thought it was a fun question, though. What is the best gimmick match of all time? Now, I'm talking styles, not specific matches. What is your favorite style of gimmick match?
So you're talking like TLC, cage.
Yeah, any type of gimmick. I mean, you have
Texas Death Match, dog collar, ladder.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely tough to pick just one.
Because the thing is you have, with each gimmick, there's usually a handful of classics and a ton of turds.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I would say I have three in mind, but the one that instantly jumps to my mind, just because when I was a kid, it was the one. Now later on, it kind of lost its luster later in the company's career, but early when I was a kid, War Games.
Yeah.
The double
War Games is in my top three for sure.
The double cage with the top. I'm talking Dangerous Alliance versus Sting Squadron.
Yep.
That era. Now later in the 90s, they kind of shit the bed on a lot of the War Games matches. But
yeah, I always enjoyed the concept though.
The concept was great.
Yeah.
And NXT ended up ripping them.
Mm-hmm.
They took the top off of it.
See that, and that's one thing. I don't think it's not War Games if you don't have the top on it though.
You got to have the top on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one for me, that's top for me that I always enjoyed, honestly, no matter who was in the match, was the Survivor Series style.
Oh yeah. Like the 5-on-5
elimination style. And I loved it because there was always a team that you never had before going, you had people on a team that were united to go against another team.
Yeah. I remember renting the Survivor Series matches on VHS just to watch those, because I loved how, if one guy got pinned, it didn't mean the team lost.
Right.
It would just be that person's eliminated.
And so you could end up with 2-on-5, or you could end up with 1-on-5.
Right. Right.
Which I always thought was a great, it was just fun.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Another great one was the TLC matches.
Oh, I mean, hands down, those are probably some of the best matches ever.
I mean, what was it? WrestleMania 17, maybe?
Yeah.
Was it Dudley's, Hardy's, Edge, and Christian?
Yep.
Good God.
Yeah. I don't know if you can, I don't know if there is a better TLC. There's not a better TLC match than that. That's the one.
Yeah. They had, I think, a series of like 3, and all of them were classics.
Yeah. And they took the TLC match and they turned it into a pay-per-view. Now it's it's not a tables, ladders and chairs match. It's a pay-per-view where there's a table match or there's a ladder match. It's one in the match. So
that's just
where you watered down.
It's same thing with Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
We don't need a pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell. And we don't need every year to have 3 or 4 Hell in a Cell matches. We need that gimmick to only be brought out when it is I mean, if you don't do that Hell in a Cell match for 2 or 3 years and then you bring it out, it means something. It's important.
I'm going to say something that probably may get some heat. I don't know, but I never liked the Elimination Chamber.
I think that's highly overrated. I
I
never liked it
never
either.
liked that elimination chamber style match. I always thought it was just it didn't have that appeal to me that a normal cage match has.
No, the structure itself looked pretty badass.
Yeah, it was okay. Honestly, it reminds me of what WCW did with their three cages,
The three
just
tier
the
cage.
three-tier cage, just in a different form.
Right. That three tier cage was absolutely ridiculous.
It was dumb, but WWE kind of took that and condensed it down, and they have the aspects of the three cages just in one cage.
Right.
I don't know. I never liked it.
Well, it blows my mind that Hell in a Cell has really just became an afterthought because in the 90s, man, those early Hell in a Cell matches,
Yeah,
like the first one with HBK and Undertaker, classic. Some of those Triple H Hell in a Cell matches, I think there was a Triple H Cactus Jack Hell in a Cell that was,
yeah,
I mean, those matches were so much, they felt special. They felt like shit was on the line. And now it just seemed, nothing seems as heightened as those did.
yeah. It loses when you oversaturate with it. It loses the luster.
What's some of the shitty gimmicks?
Oh God. I mean, you had the Inferno match.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Inferno match was pretty bad. Um,
What was the match with the dogs? The kennel match?
oh, the kennel match. Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
It's like Big Boss Man, I think, right? Boss Man and somebody in a
Yeah,
kennel match.
it was when somebody ate a dog or something.
He fed Al Snow his dog, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, there's been a lot of. I mean, let's
Coal miner's glove.
coal coal miner's glove, Judy Bagwell on a pole.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll pull up a list here of some gimmick matches because I'm sure there's. Well, this is a great title for the article. 25 sucktacular gimmick matches. I, I love it. There was a dog poo match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, the King of the Road match in WCW.
With Jeff Jarrett.
No, the King of the Road. It was Dustin Rhodes and Blacktop Bully in the back of a hay truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or I guess it was a hay truck. I don't even know. Let's see. It doesn't really say.
I think it was a semi, maybe.
It was a semi, but I think they had hay in the back of it.
Oh, okay.
The Kennel from Hell match, 99 Al Snow and Big Boss Man. They put a scaffold match in there, but I like the scaffold match.
Yeah, they could be a little bit boring because those guys would get up there and they'd be terrified to fall. So there's not a lot of hot action once you get up on the scaffold.
Yeah. It just says in general pole matches. Brawl for all, strip matches, World War III in WCW where they had the 3 rings and 60 men.
Yeah, that's just trying to one up WWE.
That's exactly what
it's like. Hey, they do the Rumble. Let's do it more and bigger.
Let's see. So it has a lockbox challenge.
Who knows?
I mean, there's been so many. Electric steel cage and TNA. Obviously, that's got to be great.
It's like the Thunderdome or the Thunder. What was it the Thunder Cage or Thunder that WCW had when Great Muta and Terry Funk went against Ric Flair and Sting?
Yeah.
It was a Halloween Havoc, I believe.
The Asylum match with Dean Ambrose and Jericho.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been some terrible. I mean, do yourself a favor and go look at some of these terrible matches. And here's a tuxedo match. Remember the tuxedo matches?
Yeah.
Well, this one was, it had Howard Finkel against, let's see, who did he? Harvey Whippleman.
Huh.
Yep, Harvey Whippleman and Howard Finkel had a match.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turds.
But yeah, I always enjoyed the Survivor Series. Always enjoyed the concept of the war games. So
Money in the Bank, I even like.
Money in the Bank was a good concept. That
The early ones,
yeah,
they were great. I even like just a classic bare bones singles one-on-one ladder match.
yeah,
Like when it's worked really well, like, you know, obviously we all think about the Razor HBK at WrestleMania 10.
yep.
That was a classic. I mean, there's been some great ladder matches.
Oh yeah.
I even think of the tag team ladder match that the Bucks and Lucha Brothers had.
Brothers. Yeah,
That was crazy. There were spots in that where I thought they were going to die.
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, there's some of these gimmick matches are wild. I mean, you had casket matches.
Oh yeah, Buried Alive.
Buried Alive.
I
Yeah,
thought that was a good one. I always like Buried Alive matches.
Buried Alive. The Undertaker had some great casket matches, and the one that sticks out to me for some reason was Yokozuna.
Yeah, that one sticks out big time because that's when Yoko sent him to heaven.
Yep.
Remember his spirit like
Ascended.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's been. I mean, it's so bad. It's good.
It's crazy that a gimmick like Undertaker produced so many good gimmick matches.
Oh yeah, Buried Alive,
Casket, Inferno, Hell in a Cell.
Yep. I mean, that's a great character to have a gimmick match around.
And it was always cool with the Buried Alive matches because you had the tombstone with the open pit grave and the big mound of dirt.
Yeah.
I remember the one that stands out to me was the Mankind.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the tombstone on that one was on my birthday. It had my birth date on it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was whatever year it was that they did it. It was on October 21st of that year.
That's awesome.
I remember seeing that and was like, oh man, that's really cool. I kind of like to have that.
Yeah.
Tombstone. But yeah. Oh, here's one, the Monster Truck Sumo match in WCW.
Oh,
remember
nice.
That one?
I don't remember that.
You remember that match?
I don't remember that now.
It was Hogan and the Giant. They battled on the rooftop in monster trucks. Can't remember if that's the one they killed the Giant or not, or they threw him off the building or something. Probably was. They probably killed him a few times. But anyway, I just thought it would be fun to talk gimmick matches for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You guys leave a comment. What's your favorite gimmick match? Doesn't have to be a specific match. Could just be the style of match. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll be back at you with another On the Spot next week.